All right, welcome. It is time to begin our Teldori episode. And currently, after arriving at restaurant, our crew has found quite the interesting situation as they have found Honey Star, their friend, uh, here, and have some information that Rumbagard, an old enemy, is looking about. And they've begun to make plans to find them. And during these plans, we had Rengar take it upon themselves to scold Siri and tell her how disappointed in her he was. This had Siri become so ashamed that she ran into the city by herself, running from rooftop to rooftop out of sight. And in this, everyone began to kind of move out, including Honeystar. And suddenly, Fae and individuals who all scattered about, unprotected, unwatched, party split beyond measure in the city where a very skilled hunter awaits them. So, without further ado, we will begin and see exactly what is going to happen. Moving about the city here, Siri, what is it you're looking for and trying to do?
Well, she doesn't know where she is because she's been skulking through the back alleyways with tears in her eyes, so she doesn't remember any uh, landmarks, I guess you could say. So she doesn't know how she got where she is, and she doesn't know where she is. So I guess she's gonna try and find her way back to the Shadow's Rest. Maybe run into somebody at some point.
All right, you make your way through, and you come on to this corner here. You hear a few vendors, I would say. You hear people yelling about their extra sharp weapons. There's someone yelling about these heavily sprinkled cupcakes. Another about milkshakes and sugar boba tea throughout. That probably would lead you to go to that would be hit more of the main street if you so desired.
Oh, she heard cupcakes and sugar and sweets. Oh, she's gonna check out these vendors.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you go up and there's there you see a young human woman, in about 25. If you approach the stand, she goes, "Hey, dear, you looking for one of my cakes?" And you see they're bright pink and blue icing sprinkles on all of them, and some are like it's put into different shapes and themes and color coordinations.
They look so yummy.
Ooh, interested in one, might I?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you like? What flavors are there?
Oh, we've got blueberry, strawberry, lemon. We've got this one's very special. This is actually goodberry flavored. It's very nice. We do all types of things and combinations. Anything in particular you're looking for? I've got a lot.
Strawberry banana.
Ooh, she goes, let me see. You know what? I think I can inject that for you right away if you want.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
strawberry. I can just put some banana in there. You got it. Very, very good. She goes down and she grabs a cupcake from up top, goes into. Well, she has this little cabinet, and you see her grab essentially what looked like some flavor injectors. Start pushing some stuff in there. She goes, all right. She pushed it. That'd be a silver for you.
Oh, yeah. Can I just get one of each?
So you want the strawberry banana, then you want a strawberry and a banana.
No, I mean I want one of a flavor, each flavor, one each. Each flavor that you have already, one each.
She looks at
as well as this
one.
As well as this one.
Oh, okay. That's 3 silver for you.
Okay. She'll drop 3 silver.
Good. She hands them over.
She's gonna move on to the other sweets. So double tea.
Sounds good. Moving on to boba tea. Basically just every flavor. You can see these highly sugared drinks that they're making and grinding. Each one here, they're not pre-made like the cupcakes. Like each one is made separately.
Yeah. Oh, can I get a strawberry banana chocolate mint with hazelnut?
Okay. As they begin going, you got it, pulling different vials and mixtures, putting it in, trying to get it as precise as they can. It seems they're like, okay. And here, with your 20 passive, you see that underneath the counter, as you just kind of going in there, moving some things, that there is this sheet that has 7 pictures on it.
Oh shit.
One for each of your fellows, including yourself. As they hand this to you, they go, right, 2 silver.
She'll hand over the 2 silver. And she'll, thank you, pulling her hood down a little bit further and face stepping away.
Oh, well, that was a live one, yeah.
And then she'll send a message in each direction. Anybody grab me? Rengar! Message 120 feet in each direction. It's calling out to Rengar.
I mean, tell you what, both you and Rengar roll a d8.
Oh god. Seven.
5 and 7 does not find.
Oh fuck.
Someone does not find Rengar.
Oh no. Who else would be looking for me? Why did I even call for Rengar? He's probably not even looking. He's too mad at me. He hates me now. Oh. Bim! Same thing.
I mean, was Bim looking?
He ran out,
yeah, he ran out. He ran out by himself, I think.
Okay. Then all right, we'll do a D8 for both of you.
Shit. One.
5. Nope.
Rengar and Ben find one another, though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yes. I'm gonna go. Oh, hey!
Yuri starts crying. She's like, Rengar talked Ben into hating me now. I'm all alone. she's going to sneak back into the alleyways. Try to disappear into the shadows.
Pick your tea and your cupcakes, and you sit there in the dark.
Will, are you there? That's the voice in my head.
Who?
The voice in my head that's been talking to me.
Oh.
Are you there, friend?
I am here.
Oh, at least I'm not 100% alone.
No. No. I stay nearby and help.
Good. I think they really do hate me now.
I don't think that's likely.
No.
I mean, you're being a bit overdramatic, actually. You reached out to me. I wasn't going to say anything, but honestly, literally, I think that man just really cares for you, and he was scared, and so he said things because he was scared of you, and then angry that you don't take care of yourself, and then it didn't seem like you were taking it very seriously, which made him even more upset. And then he said that, and then you decided to entirely internalize it as you were the one being attacked, as opposed you were the one disappointing everybody, because like the fact that you just literally didn't care enough about yourself to make everyone else. So yeah, you're really stacking on drama right now for yourself.
Are you disappointed in me too?
Nope.
Okay. Well, how do I don't know how
And
to
just
get
call
back.
things as they are. Just call things as it is.
Okay. Well, I can't find anybody, and I don't know how to get back.
Gotcha. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and they say when you're lost, you stay in the same place.
So should
Or
I
if you
stay
feel like you
here?
get to a main street. I don't know. That's...
Well, I did get to Main Street, but they have pictures of all of us in their booths.
Well, at least you got sweets out of the deal, but
I know. They look so yummy.
yeah. Just sort of... Well,
Should I just stay here?
you can give it a shot.
Okay, I'll stay here.
So your problem is, if you're hiding here, they might not find you.
But
Because
also,
you're really good at that.
well, also, if I'm not hiding, then somebody who wants to hurt me may find me.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But if they pass by here and I'm hiding, I can pop out and be like, "You're here."
Well, sounds like you got it all figured out.
Okay, I will hide right here, and you'll keep me company, right?
Don't have much of a choice. Yep, absolutely. No, in all seriousness, yeah, I'll keep you company.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go up in this little corner right here, and we're gonna hide.
Okay.
Stealth.
You're the driver.
Stealth.
Yep.
All right.
Make a stealth check.
All right, and it's a straight roll because I've got a disadvantage. Same thing as last time, 23. Okay. Yeah.
Your stealth with your little bag of treats.
Snacking
Holding
on
it.
cupcakes and sipping on my
Nice.
boba.
All right. Give me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no! Fuck!
Can we page Sayuri to the front of the Walmart?
Oh no! It's a 3.
Then, you're here. and it's nice and cozy, and you get nice and calm. Soon find yourself drifting into unconsciousness.
Not sleep. Is it sleep, or is it just unconscious?
It is unconscious, actually.
Oh God. Oh no.
Let me double check, actually. It's not even, it is incapacitation.
Oh no. Okay.
Let me quickly roll to how many hours you get affected by this.
Oh no. So incapacitated.
Yep, that's going to be 17 hours for you.
Oh no. I'm hidden.
All right. Very good. Now, back to everybody else. What's everyone doing?
Dizzy's going to the market.
Okay. All right. What name do you want me to call your character?
My character? Who are you talking to?
Dizzy or Honey Star?
Oh, I'm Honeystar. It says it right there. I'm Honeystar.
I know. You just said Dizzy's going to the market. And
No,
so
I
that's
said
why
I'm
was-
going to the market.
No, you said Dizzy.
You said Dizzy.
You said Dizzy.
Thank you. That's right, I was- It's all good. I just wanted to make sure I gotta get my own brain. So Honeystar, you go ahead and anyone accompany Honeystar? Okay,
No,
Honeystar's up by herself.
Rengar went out the window and was going from rooftop to rooftop, so that's where Rengar was. I ran out by myself, and then I think Dizzy and Bryker
Well,
were another group that went out.
he
and-
turned a mouse into something.
Yeah, he turned a mouse. There's some mouse looking for her too. And I think Uravir and Rowan hadn't left, and Mortis was upstairs sleeping. That's sort of where we left all
Yeah.
the peoples. I don't know what they're all doing now, but I just wanted. That's where we were.
Okay.
Except for Dizzy's gone to the market. I mean, Honey Star has gone to the
Yeah,
market.
yeah. Breaker, unless Honeystar tells him to be somewhere, is going to be where Honeystar is. Because he just would never leave her side. Unless instructed to. So we'll be with her. All right. And then, what are we looking for?
Honeystar is going to look for a magic shot.
Nice. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
At 20?
All right, so very quickly then, you're able to find a store with bright lettering, with a soft purple glow, entitled Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Okay. So I will fly in that direction and kind of see if they're open.
Oh, they are?
All right, I go on in.
Okay. All right. So moving this area very quickly, you find yourself in a actually very vast store. There it is 3 stories, and it has incredible amounts of various items that abound here. You see there are about 5 employees right now that at least you can see as you fly in, with Riker at your side. Each one dressed in like a purple robe, and they are there's 3 that are avidly busy. 2 of them see you and Riker come in, so they both approach. One is similarly male with tiefling light pink skin, another female human woman, And they both kind of say in unison, "Welcome to the Glorious. How can we help you?"
Well, I was hoping to find something to cheer me up.
Okay. What types of things do you like?
Well, let's see. I am a bit alluring and charming, but I might be in for a fight soon, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared for that.
Let's see. As they kind of go, interesting. Well, I mean, there's all types of things. We ask, what budget are you working with?
Pretty extensive. I'm a collector. I've collected lots of things over the years. For instance, I have this. This here is a ring that lets people jump, but I don't have any use for it because I fly now. And here, I have a makeup kit, and this makeup kit can make people look like fae or fiends, but I'm already a fae. Oh, there's some drow poison. I have a couple of potions, but I don't know what they do because I usually rip off the labels. Oh, and also I have this. And she shows them Blood Drinker. This is a very, very powerful staff. But when you hold it, it makes you both powerful and weak at the same time.
You would know that blood drink is a vestment, but it's up to you what your character...
Is a vestment? I thought the vestment was the circlet.
Blood drinker is an additional one.
I'm sorry, that broke up.
Blood drinker is one as well.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I have this. This is a ring that lets you hang out with animals, but I'm naturally talented at animals. I have this ring that's really good at absorbing, force damage. So if you get hit by something, I just inherited this. It's a wand with a bee on it. I don't know what it does.
A vestment.
Oh, here's a necklace. This necklace lets you. It lets you breathe in poison.
Breathing's good. Okay.
Oh, I have this bell. This bell rings every time that I get into an anti-magic field. So I guess your shop is an anti-magic field.
We don't have anti-magic here. That would be really inconvenient for
that is
making
true.
Things.
Oh,
so is this all up for trade?
pretty much. Let's see. And I have a lot of money too.
How much money?
I have 39 platinum, 996 gold pieces, 31 silver pieces, and 25 coppers.
Oh, so you have a little bit of money. Okay.
A little bit of money.
That's a little bit. Okay. Not a lot. So...
One of these potions supposedly makes people super young. I'm not sure which one, but I could test them out if you'd like to try them.
They kind of look through the whole thing, and they're like, all right. Tell you what. We're willing to take the whole lot of your items, and we'll give you a 50,000 gold credit.
55,000 gold credit?
No, not 5. 50. Oh. 50,000.
50,000 credit. Breaker, what do you think?
Breaker kind of strokes. Goes, well, my queen, if you don't have need for these, that is certainly generous. I think they might be making out in this deal, but then again, they kind of should, given their ideal, and if it's not of use to you, it would work probably pretty well.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take a look around the store and see if that's worth the trade. I've never been here before.
Okay, just for me, my clarification, you're not getting rid of the staff or the beacon, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
not including the staff or the beacon. No, that was mine as well. All right, so looking around, given like kind of what you were looking at, and they were like, "Well, honey," I think they didn't ask. They'll go, "And what's your name?"
My name is Honey Star. My friends
Well,
call me Honey.
in that case, I do have something for you. You can try this, and they bring out this. It's like almost like gunmetal colored ring, and it has a bright center, what almost look like amethyst, but is incredibly smooth and almost shows cosmos and stars floating around. And it is next to it on either side is a sapphire. Next to the sapphire on either side is another sapphire. Then the whole band is ringed with tiny purple amethyst gems. So go, well, this particular one allows you to call on the light of the stars whenever you'd like to, casting light around you, throwing them in balls, these types of things. It can outline your foe very nicely for you in what we like to call fairy fire, so that's right with your theme. And most interesting about this ring is that you can summon spheres of lightning.
Spheres of lightning.
Oh, yes. You can put them anywhere you want. Then you can move them around as you so fit. And once it discharges, it can discharge its lightning onto a creature if you want. You know, so it can both illuminate for friends and electrify your enemies. Also, you can shoot stars right out of it.
Okay. Tell you what. Let's see.
So this would be, if you want to look at it, this is the Ring of Shooting Stars in D&D Beyond.
Okay. Well, you know, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the credit and then maybe browse a little bit and see if there's something I want. And if not, then I'll keep the credit.
We can add credit. Yes, we can do that. That is totally fine.
All right, so she will give them the necklace adaptation, the morbid makeup, the ring of force resistance, the ring of animal influence, they said they wanted all these potions, is that correct?
Yeah, potions are part of the deal.
It's a potion of longevity, potion of poison resistance, potion of fire resistance, the ring of jumping, a 1, 2, 3, 4 potions of healing,
Okay.
and a potion of climbing, and I think that was everything she had mentioned.
All right, and then put this out in handouts. I'm going to give you like the higher end list here of what they have. Available. All right, so put this in handouts.
Mhm.
In case anyone goes to the store later, I don't have to keep going out, so we know what's essentially here. So while we go to the other scenes, you can go ahead and take a peek at that.
Okay.
Take your time. So. All right. So, kind of Rengar and Bim have run into each other. We kind of established that. Rowan and Revere.
I don't know. Would we have gone after Bim?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking
Rowan.
Laz.
I think we would have.
So that would have put us running into.
Kind of all run in together. Okay.
Yeah.
So the initial run, you whoom, all go different directions and find yourselves right there. What would you like to do?
So, I've been trying to think like Sayuri, and I think we need to find sweets.
Oh, I was looking in places that were up high. I thought she tends to like climb trees and houses when she's wanting to be alone. But I was searching and I didn't find her up there.
Maybe there's some place that sells sweets, but it's also high.
It seems like it would cater to a very specific clientele.
Alright. Maybe not. I see maybe you have a point. I mean, I guess we could check every alley, because those are dark, and she hides in the dark.
I can't see in the dark. I don't think I would find her in an alley, even if she
That-
were there.
That's a good point. I've spent many battles lost in the dark while you all were fighting. So maybe looking in the dark is not great for those. Can either of you see in the dark?
Yes.
Yeah.
We could split up each taking somebody who can see in the dark, or you and I can look at the main streets while these two look in the alleys.
You guys have dark vision. I gave you dark vision when we entered the tavern. And you have it for 8 hours.
Oh right, she did.
Oh,
And it's not a concentration spell. Wait. Actually, I'm seeing quite well.
I guess I just didn't realize because it looks normal instead of like darkness. That's
We
weird.
can't see in the dark. So we could do alleys.
All right. I still think it's a good idea to go in pairs just in case.
Right. That sounds like a great idea. How do you want to pair up?
This is elementary school all over again. They're the captains at last.
All right, everyone, put your foot in.
Well, I'll go with Orovir and Rowan. You and Bim can go and search. And I looking for places that sell sweets and other things sounds as good as a place to search as anywhere else. So I think we can go looking for that.
Before we split up, Bim, and I'll reach out to your shoulder, and this man that's hunting for us has a vendetta for fey creatures. Please be careful, and I'll cast what is it again?
Death Ward.
Death Ward.
Okay. I will watch out for this man who doesn't like Fade that I've never met and don't know anything about him or what he looks like. But I will watch out for him.
I don't know that we've seen him.
Oh, excellent.
Well,
That sounds great.
last time we faced him, he fired arrows at us from quite the distance.
Okay. Well, Rowan, I was going to say that it would give us more time to work on your Sylvan, which you've gotten pretty good at, but maybe we shouldn't speak in Sylvan.
All right. He says in Sylvan.
No, I literally just, all right, let's go. Here we go and search for Seer.
Okay, so it's a pair of two.
Yep.
Okay, and then a trio. Or no?
It's Rengar and Uravir and Bim and Rowan.
Mortis is sleeping on top of the crystal.
No one woke me up, so I'm asleep.
He's like, I can't help you guys not die if you're so willing to kill yourself. I don't know what to do here.
It's okay, Nat. We know.
I mean, you're talking elementary school. You didn't even bother to wake me up. So
Oh my goodness. All right. So, is it Bim and Urvir or Bim and Rowan?
Yeah, Bim
Bim
and
and
Rowan.
Rowan.
Right. Okay. All right. You want to track down Siri. Say, go ahead and make a survival check.
Who?
Both of you.
23.
9.
9. Very good. Then Rengar and Urvir, go ahead and make your survival check as well.
And I still have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's what I was checking right now. What I oh yeah, disadvantage.
I forgot about that as well.
11.
15 total.
Okay.
You know what? So did I. I still have exhaustion because none of us could lose that last level
Nope.
until we slept, and we didn't do that.
Nope.
Oh boy, let's try this again.
That 9 is a 7 instead.
Well, the second roll was a 30, so I guess I'll stick with the 23.
Oh, jeez.
I have less 11 to survival, guys. Just FYI.
A plus what?
11.
Oh, jeez.
So I've watched you all make survival rolls. I'm like, I'll let you do it.
He's like, no, that's not correct. Okay, here we go. All right.
Didn't we have the same issue with
Yeah, we've had this before.
percent?
We've definitely had this before. So spending. Then the first two. Let's see, with 23, it takes about 2 hours before you come to an alleyway that is nearby sweet vendors. And your dark vision eyes see as in bright light in this alley. And there are a few sprinkles and a severed pinky. In blood on the wall. Drawn, it seems, with the severed part of the pinky is an arrow that points down. And using your senses, you know this has that. Siri, smell the look. You know whose finger this is.
Bim will go over and he'll go to pick it up, and then he'll quickly look around, looking for.
Make a
just make
perception
sure
check.
it's not like- Okay. Disadvantage.
Advantage.
With disadvantage, 23.
23. You don't see any sign other than maybe you can see where you think her body laid at first before it was moved. But there are no footprints or anything like that. You do catch that just peeking their head around to look at all of you is this woman in a brightly colored shirt who kind of noticed like juts quickly out of the alley opening.
She within 30 feet?
She would be. I mean, she it kind of happens that once you see her and she gets out of line of sight.
Yeah. So Bim is gonna grab Summer's dance, slice the air, face step in front of her.
Okay. As she goes, "Ah!" And you realize you're in somewhat of a busy side street where there's these vendors, and as she screams, they get quiet. The people kind of get quiet and watch. You've garnered a high amount of attention. Rowan, you're there too. Should like kind of jump in. Do you run into this or?
Yeah, I kind of follow soon after I see him kind of. I almost said flash step.
Flash step.
Yep.
So Bim will say, "My lady has been hurt and is now missing. Is your curiosity just you saw something in the alley, or do you know something?"
No, anything. Just every day you see two people, especially a bunny rabbit, go into an alley.
I am not a bunny rabbit.
Okay, whatever you want. I've never seen something like you go to an alley. Just thought I'd look.
Can I do an insight check
Yeah, certainly can do that.
at disadvantage? God damn it, guys. Why didn't we sleep? 13.
13. This woman is terrified. She knows who you are. There's this thing of recognition. She's not. Everything about like why she looked in the alley, this whole deal, she's putting on something out of terror and fear. Like she's honestly scared. Looking at her, she doesn't look like someone who's necessarily very defensive or any of these things. Like just a common person, but something about her, you can tell this ignorant thing is not true.
Okay. You know, not all the Fey creatures in the Fey realm are fun and games. There are many that are deadly dangerous. And I know you do not speak the truth to me. Would you like to see how deadly and dangerous the Fey can be?
Nope.
Then tell me what you know, because you are wearing the same colors as many of the sprinkles I found next to my lady's finger.
Give me an intimidation check.
Do you need my inspiration to give yourself a straight roll?
18.
18. I don't know if she is. I don't know where she is. I did. I just did what I was told to do. And that's it.
You did what you were told to do by who?
Just the sackcloth man. Just what he goes by. Well, come by, and they've given me your picture among others, and they just said to 18, a few of us, just make sure you serve them a certain something if they come by, and let us know by notifying us.
And do those, he looks over at the other people in the carts, are those the others you speak of?
They're all looking wide-eyed at them, like, "What the hell are you doing?" He goes, "I yes, cupcakes and the candy over there."
I see. And I assume you didn't just do this out of some kindness in your heart for this man?
For 1,000 gold.
Tell me, when you accepted that, did you think that that is what your life would be worth?
She at that she just starts crying, weeping, goes to her knees, can't stand, terrified.
So Rowan, you're there.
Yeah.
How many people are at the candy stall?
Well, there's a line of 4. So I think in this whole area, there's probably like 25, and everyone's kind of watching this. You get a few, like a 2 at least are kind of going probably to get the town guard at this point. Not that you've done anything wrong in it yet, but enough. Her crying, this person standing over them. There's enough that they want some guard here.
So, is there any other information you are not telling me?
There's just I saw there was 5 of them. One came in and bought some of my tea and paid a lot for it. Just said thank you. And then when I went to look in the alley, there was nothing. Just that arrow.
So they disappeared. They went in the alley and then disappeared?
I mean, it wasn't like I went in right after them, but after about a minute in there, she was gone, and so were they.
So I am sure you heard about Fae and their promises. I promise you, if I do not find my lady alive, 40,000 coins will be what your life was worth, and I will make sure it ends.
I think at this moment, the Western Guard is kind of coming. They're like, "Oi!" As they're probably about a good 100 feet away, as they're kind of making their way through.
We gotta go. We're creating a scene.
Ben will back away from her.
You stay there and wait for them, or do you try to kind of walk away?
He'll follow. Bim will follow Rowan if Rowan says that we need to get away.
Okay. Kind of stop, and I don't think in this moment. You can tell that they're like clocking you some of writing notes, probably noting your appearance. But the way out of here, that you've had ahead is more towards the main streets. They're just not creating a scene right now. Probably they're trying to decide like, what's going on. Not seeing the outright violence. They're just sort of playing it cool.
Would have made sure to go back and get Sayori's Pinky. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
We have to find Rengar and Uravir, and we have to get Mortis, and we have to find Queen Honeystar.
Should we go back to Shadow's Rest?
Yeah.
That's a good place to start.
I think from this, Rengar and Uravir, you can kind of run into them after searching. You don't really come up with this location, but you find them within the main street. If you guys want to go to, the four of you want to go to Shadow's Rest to grab Mortis.
Yeah. And obviously we catch Rengar and Uravir up with what we found.
Anything in that scene that you'd like to do?
I think that maybe there is a little bit of a difference in BIM. Sort of, you've seen it before when Ciri has changed the season of winter. There's sort of that coldness, like a frost, to him. Like, definitely not bouncy off the wall BIM.
We all have disadvantage, so maybe nobody sees this. But when Bim shows Rengar the finger, the pupils in his eyes become slits just for half a second and then return to normal. You do see the scales are still around his eyes and his chest.
Rengar, this has to be him.
We need to get the others.
To the Batmobile.
On this process, Honeystar has had a chance to look around. Is there anything she has liked?
Well, my plan hasn't really changed as to what I was going to do, so I'm going to kind of stick to it. I think Honeystar did browse what they have here, and one item after the other, she just kind of is looking at them, and then looks at the other one, looks at a sword, and looks at a wand, and looks at a ring, and looks at a stone, and looks at a deck, and just after a while, she's just kind of in her head reliving a lot of the last 100 years or so. Riker.
Yes.
We haven't heard from that lady friend of yours.
There's a few of them, ma'am. Which one?
The one that you sent to go look for Say.
Oh, indeed.
You know,
Well, she likely would come back to Shadow's Rest.
that is a valid point, Bryker. You should go there and check, and then come back right away while I continue to browse.
Looks at you. Are you ordering me to leave you?
Well, I mean, I guess technically you would have to leave me since I have to browse here and you have to go to the Shadow's Rest. But, I mean, it's only for a short period of time.
Are you ordering me to leave you?
Well, yes. I mean, we have to check up on...
Then I will.
Good.
And
All right, so she kind of watches him walk out. And then she's going to look at the storefront. Can I use magic in here?
Certainly, we do. It is supervised. I'll be here to make sure. And there are. We do need to know what type before you do so.
Just ascending.
Oh, certainly.
Great. And she'll kind of fly off to a little corner. And she's going to cast Ascending to Rumbleguard.
Okay.
Balin. It's Honeystar. Ready to meet when you are. I'm currently alone at Gilmore's store. If you would like to know why, I'll answer questions. That's unfortunately all 25.
You wish to meet with me. And go. Go to the alley.
Yeah.
7 down. From where stayed at the Shadow's Rest. Drink some tea, some candy, and have a cupcake.
So Honeystar is going to look at the storefront. When my friend gets back, tell him I had an emergency, but I'll be right back.
Certainly.
Do you have parchment and a quill?
Of course, your stuff, you may. And they set some out.
Thank you. And she'll take that and write something on her way.
Okay. Should you leave it here, or?
No, she's taking it with her.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Then where are you going?
She's going 7 down from the Shadow's Rest.
Got it. Then in that case, we'll get back to the Shadow's Rest itself. As you all wake up, Moridus.
Mortis.
What's that?
It seems Sayuri has been taken by Rumbleguard. We have to go find her.
Oh, well, that was fast. All right. Then get up and open the bolt on the door and step out to Rengar's voice. Do we have a direction?
Down.
Interesting.
Do you know where Dizzy and Biker went?
Are they not here either? What?
No.
Oh boy.
Maybe they went out looking too.
I would turn to the guard and just say, do you know where they went?
What guard?
There was a guard posted outside the door. Or no, at the top of the stairs.
Oh, right. That Brucker fella, he's down talking to a woman right now.
Oh. Well, that's timely. Let's go and check in with him before we lose track of him.
Go down to go and find Bryker.
See Bryker at a table with the woman you saw him create out of a mouse. As you can tell that his fingernails claws have dug in about half an inch into the table. Here's all of you. Welcome, my friends. Tell me, I assume you have not found your missing Fae?
No, she's been taken.
I have no doubt my lady will meet the same fate soon.
What?
This is what my friend here tells me.
Do you have a means of finding either of them being Fae?
He sighs. I can find Honeystar. I want to. As long as she is okay with being found.
Do you think maybe she was counting on that?
Possibly she sent me here. We might need to hurry. I don't know where she would be going. She was at Gilmore's. Glorious goods. And what this lady tells me is she saw your friend being drugged down into the sewers. She was then paid 200 gold to not say a thing. Kind of waves it, puts it in his pocket.
Well, do we think we can find... I mean, I could probably find either of them. But, Ervir, you gave Dizzy that gift, or Honeystar that gift from Nala, right?
I did.
I could locate her if she came close enough.
You mentioned a place called Gilmore's. Was this Gilmore there?
No, not that I saw. Looked like underlings, frankly. Skilled ones, very good at customer service. I enjoyed them quite well. But I can certainly lead us back there.
Mortis, do you think it would be safe to leave the box there?
At Gilmore's, he's an ally.
Tell those that are working that it's for him, and perhaps they'll keep it safe.
Riker,
Yes.
these people have mutilated our friend.
I was not aware of that. What did they do?
They,
Bim will hold
Cut.
up pinky.
yeah.
I see.
The message was written out in blood, her own blood.
So he's collecting Fey parts once more. Back to what he was doing.
Honeystar's in danger, as is Sayuri.
And he saw as a danger to herself at all times. But we must quickly. We need to go to Gilmore's then. I don't think I can handle any of this by myself.
We just have something that can't fall into anyone else's hands.
Fair enough. If that's what we need to do before we search, we should go immediately.
Yes, let's do that. Quickly.
So yeah, we'll get the box, take it, tell them that, I don't know if we want to RP this, but essentially take it and tell them that this is something from Whitestone for Gilmore, and to hold it for him.
I think we would also drop Lord Percival's name just to try to persuade them to, or kind of let them know that we're quote unquote official.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. With advantage, because you're saying all these.
So straight roll. Is that me or Ray? Oh no, Ray right now. Straight roll. I went from an 18 to a 5. 11 total.
Like, well, that Mr. Gilmore knows it's here. We're going to have to charge a 250 gold holding fee.
Bim quickly drops that on the counter
Okay.
and says,
then
let's
they-
go.
You see, they quickly seem to go back, and you would recognize several security charms that they begin to act quickly on. Because they weren't entirely sure on what this is and the veracity, and so they're going to charge to keep it safe or whatever.
As we're walking out, I'll just yell, give them a stern warning. Do not open it around, and be careful what magic is around it. It's very volatile to magic.
Oh, perfect place here, then. As they're like, get the ring. They start putting things around it to dampen it, and like,
No sign of Honeystar, so I will flip out my compass, my seeker's compass, and I will attempt to. Do we want to hunt for Dizzy, or do we want to hunt for or Sayuri?
At this point, we should assume that he's got them both. So if we look for one, we're likely to find the other.
That's fair. So I will focus the Seeker's Compass on Sayuri's bow.
Well, hold on.
Sure.
Well, is it already cast? But I was going to say, focus it on something that might not be separated from them.
As in,
Isn't the bow on her arm?
I need
Keep
something.
That's the
Look.
blade of grass.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the blade of grass. Oh, they might not know about the gloves of thievery. Because it's invisible. They're invisible.
Would I know about the gloves of thievery?
I think you guys would know, because I think I bought them in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I'll focus on the gloves of thievery then. And I guess we could walk the streets, or we could go, since we suspect they're in the sewers, we could go into the sewers.
right. I think at the place where the arrow was drawn, is there a place to enter the sewers there?
You can begin searching around there. I think that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case, Queen Honey Star, you find yourself in the street where there's candy and cupcakes and tea being served.
Okay. I'll just fly up to one of these vendors. Hello.
When you have a chance, can you put Honey Star into Saturday?
Yeah.
What's your passive perception and passive insight, please?
21
Or
and
perception.
15.
Everyone's very nervous here. And these, despite themselves, it seems, let themselves go to complete silence as you came in here before everything went up and go up to one vendor in there. Or say this would be the candy. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. It's good that. Hi.
Are you all right?
Fine. Did you want something?
Well, yeah. But first, I was just wanting to make sure you are all right.
She says that she's clearly not all right, and she goes, "I'm fine, absolutely fine."
You're doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, you're doing fine. I forgive you.
Woman just kind of, you shouldn't order from me. You should decide you don't like any of this and go.
I know. But you should know. You're not wrong to serve these to me. Just, I wouldn't serve them to anyone else. I'm the one who deserves them.
She nods. Okay.
So how much for one of these delicious cupcakes?
5 copper.
Here. Have a gold.
So, I have to make it special. She takes out that. Here you see a unopened jar of sprinkles. She opens up fresh. She takes them, pours them around, and gives it to you.
Thank you. Is that the tea over there that I'm supposed to get?
She nods.
Okay. What's your name?
Sarai.
Sarai. I wish we could have met under better circumstances, Sarai. And so she'll fly over to the tea vendor.
Nice.
Hello.
Tea vendor. Hello?
I understand I'm supposed to buy some tea from you.
She looks. You see the woman behind the other end of the cupcake woman, Sarai. Goes, yeah. It mixes and pours, and there you go.
How much?
5 silver.
Have a gold. And what's your name?
Tabitha.
Tabitha? Well, my name is Honeystar.
I know.
Do you have family, Tabitha?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tonight, I want you to hold them close.
Starts crying. She starts breaking down.
It's okay. You don't have to feel bad for me. I put myself here. The man you work for, he's right to hate me. He had a family too. And I took it from him. So you see, you're the good guy. Now, what else am I supposed to buy here?
The candy.
That's right. So she'll fly over to the candy vendor. Hello.
Hello. This gentleman says.
What's your name?
Philip.
Erp?
Philip.
Oh, Philip. Well, I understand I'm supposed to buy some candy from you today, Philip.
Indeed. Takes out this thing of rat candy, sprays it, and takes out this looks like a tucked away packet of sugar, and he puts it on. Don't know why you're doing this, but 2 copper.
Here's a gold. And I'm doing this because I'm the villain. And all villains need to be put to rest. What I would suggest is that you and your 2 compatriots leave here for a little bit, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh. If you are a villain, then it is another villain that chases you.
That's correct.
He threatened all of us.
That is correct.
So,
But that's not what I'm going to do. I've changed. And that's why I see it very clearly. You see, Balin deserves justice, vengeance. Then again, he also probably deserves death. I don't think either one cancels the other out. But I do think the three of you are victims. And none of you should get hurt from this. Please go.
He hands you it and packs up his stall. As he does, says, "Hey!" Nods to the other ones. They look at what he's doing and they all scared. Pack stuff up and they begin to go.
So Honeystar will fly off to the little alley with her 3 items in hand. All right, Balin. I bought your 3 items. I just want you to know you don't need these 3 items. I didn't come here to fight you. I came here to ask you a question. I have blamed you for all of my problems. I blamed you for what happened to my family. I blamed you for my anger. I blamed you for everything. But then I became I became a queen. And queens have to take responsibility. There's the old Fae and the new Fae. And the old Fae would say, to hell with it. Fight Balin Rumbleguard. He's evil. But I'm not the old Fae. I just have one question. What was the name of your child?
Sit there. As you say these things, there's no answer.
Well, if you really think it's necessary for me to take these 3 items, okay. And she is going to pretend to ingest them.
Give me a sleight of hand check then.
And I will use my inspiration on this roll. That is a 30.
You pretend. Time goes by. Nothing happens. Nobody comes out of the shadows. What do you want to do?
Send
Anything-
ascending. Balin. I'm giving you an opportunity to take what you want. You've already won. All you have to do is show yourself for your child.
Very well. Stay there. I will come when the time is right for me.
So Dizzy will sit down.
All right. Then, the other crew here, you would come upon that alleyway that you found Syrian. And after a little bit of time, you find a large cover to the sewers, about 10 feet in diameter. Goes, right, so we going down there then?
It's a good place to start.
He blinks for a moment, and the cover rises and moves to the side, and clunks down. Let's go then.
Then we'll head down.
Yep. Going down.
Going down.
Is there a ladder to go down, or are we just jumping in?
There's a ladder.
Okay.
But there's a 5-foot clearance down there, so we're just like.
Now, on our arrival there, we wouldn't have ran into Honey Star or anything like that, right?
I don't think so. I don't think that's the way that because you're mostly looking for the cover near the area. So that's kind of like where, unless there was a moment here. Oh. You begin going down. Then Sayuri. You are being carried, wrapped in thick, scratchy and itchy cloth. It's irritating your face. Itchiness, the amount of filth and dust on it is in your eyes that you cannot close. Desperately wanting to blink, but unable to. Barely able to breathe. But you hear just fine. Sloshing in the movement. After what has to be a few hours, you begin feeling weak. Cold. The source of this is made clear as you were thrown down with no ceremony. Take 3 bludgeoning damage and 1 piercing as this cloth is torn off of you, and you feel pricks from sharpened iron filings that stick into your flesh. All around, iron spikes that are connected by wire give off this weird hum. A dark figure, shadows, stares at you. You are thrust up against one of the walls just so the spikes barely penetrate the back of your skin. Your head put into this wooden collar so that your head is motioned towards the figure. Well, looks like we got one. I see. Did you leave the directions? Oh, mighty fine I did, sir. I imagine they'll be on their way soon enough. Remember, it's best to get them on their own. They can get crafty when they can rely on each other. Yes, sir. We have some plans on that. Before you leave, just leave her some cloth, but make sure she doesn't have anything else. No matter how mundane it looks. Them Fae are tricksy. Yes, sir. Now you. It's funny. When you figure your people out, it's pretty simple. All the emotions and dreams of all of us, even our nightmares. It also means you have way more than your fair share. That's like a titan's worth of emotions in a small body. And you just have to wait. So that's all you have to do. Queen Ciri. When you're hunting Fae, just get close. Hide. And wait. They'll always let their emotions do something stupid. And I have no idea. But I imagine someone hurt your little feelings. And now you're here.
I'm here. But you're still a fucking coward.
Is what you think, but you're unable to move your mouth.
Fuck!
As a reminder for these things, please do not be afraid to use any X's if we go any place where we're not liking to. And he just sits. The other queen. The one that matter's been talking to me.
Is he wearing the green robe?
He's in shadow.
Fucking shadow. Okay.
But you do. Well, yeah, he has a
Okay.
robe on, but you
Okay.
see in gray.
Yeah. Okay.
But he will. I think he looks at you. I thought I killed your sister. But like I said, they're tricksy. She sold her soul, then got it back. Tracked her to Whitestone. Got some folks finding her now. She was a target, but I don't really care anymore. Except, you see, Queen, you and that honey star grown so powerful. So many deals and advancements. With power, you become worth a lot. Now I have my plans with Honeystar, but with you, when you bleed a Fae's hopes from them, dreams, there's a way to bottle that. Becomes quite the resource. And opens up a whole new league of buyers. I'd imagine watching this precious sister of yours die before your eyes. Slowly. Do the effect I'm looking for. So, you sit tight. I'll hear word in a day or two. It's funny, too. Humans, it's actually quite hard to make them not fall asleep, do you know that? But your kind, elves in particular, your bodies don't like to rest anyway. Let you stay up, weaken you physically as well as with all this mystic iron that I was able to garner. On all fronts.
Now, the reason why she can't speak or do anything is because of the iron?
She's incapacitated from a poison.
Oh, is she still incapacitated? Okay.
She's got that 17 hours she's incapacitated.
That's right. Okay.
Because you ingested a poison.
Yeah. Well, she's just she can't do anything, so I guess she just kind of glares like she thinks she's glaring.
And he's enjoying that. This is like this way of this person you can pick it. This person's wanting to torture you.
Yeah.
And feels that he's doing so. Like he's just guessing that he's infuriating you and doing all these things, and he's just loving it.
Actually, can she still talk to Wu in her head?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Wu, you there?
I'm always here.
Good. Do you know how? Do you have any idea of how to get rid of this iron? She's glaring at this guy, him thinking that she's actually listening to him, and she's having a conversation in her head.
Mm-hmm. Let me just double check this individual real quick.
Okay.
Not without you doing something. Your body won't let me.
Okay.
If he takes me from you,
Can you do
I
that?
can't. Because you know that there's a piece of this
the
the
key.
key.
The key.
That's
Oh God, where did I put the key? I put it in my bag. I'm still fully clothed, right?
this moment, but he had informed them to take it off, and you can't move.
I can't fucking move.
He goes,
I can't move. I can't move. I don't know what to do here.
"Hey, there's so much I want to discuss with you, but
I'm sorry.
I'll give you a little help if you can get to me."
Okay. Yuri can Yuri try and force her hand into her no, I can't do mage hand.
Now you're not gonna be able to do anything here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because you can't take actions at all.
Gotcha.
being
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to communicate here is simply that once all this goes, if somehow you can do it, even if you're in a desperate situation, there's something they can try to do.
Okay.
But so this is probably for later. This is kind of what
Okay.
they're kind of indicating.
Yeah.
Is if you need to, you can get to them. They can try to do
Okay.
something for you.
Well then, she's gonna keep her eye on whoever takes her stuff to see where she puts the bag.
Okay. In that case, non-descriptively, everything is taken, and you're left with a modest cloth.
Okay. But are her gloves still on her? Because they're invisible.
Yeah, they're going to get a perception check with disadvantage
Okay.
because they're always invisible. Therefore, it's not like they would have observed you having them ever.
Yeah.
But they're also, they check stuff. But so I'm going to call this. They have a +3 on this. They're just guards when it comes to overseeing this totally crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so at disadvantage, they have to get a 15. So 12 on the die. That's a 9. So they do not see the gloves. So your gloves will be attached.
Okay.
They will do things to see if there's anything hidden in your hair, behind your ears, and those types of things. But basically taking everything else. Just that type of things. And then they put out.
All right.
And yeah. Go ahead and give me perception with disadvantage because you're incapacitated.
No, that makes sense.
To try to clock where they put this.
That makes sense. Hold on. I'm trying to take everything off. Perception disadvantage. Fucking 13. I roll a 3. 8 and a 3. Yeah, so 13.
You're like strapped to look in this corner, and once they leave your view, you don't know what they got.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Oh no, they took Rangar's balance.
And with that, we will take our break and come back. Alrighty. Continue. So, moving down to the passages below. You surprisingly see a few people walking by. They look up at you. Well, hello! Not many people lift that pathway.
Uh,
Are they just regular looking people, like humans?
Yeah.
No, this is our first time down here. Do you know these tunnels well?
Oh, I mean, I'd say I know the main ones. I mean, I've been trying to keep this not from falling totally into ruin. Gave us a lot of time back, well, when we almost all got either beheaded or burned, melted into acid, but still
Right.
works pretty well.
By chance, have you seen people down here as of late? Maybe they call themselves the Sackcloth Men.
Sackcloth, man. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, good. We let Ringar do the talking at disadvantage.
can I help by looking intimidating behind him?
Okay. That's not too bad considering I got a 19 and a 14, so 12.
12. No, I don't know no sackcloths, but I will welcome you to the Underwalk Ward. Mostly houses and that type down here. And y'all look pretty. Were you hired to kill something?
Oh, no. We're trying to find a friend. They've been taken. And we're trying to find those that took them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, I imagine they'd have to take them to the Narwhal.
The Narrow Walk?
Narwhal, like never walk.
Oh.
It's like, so yeah, some of us we get some subsidies to live down here. They're trying to big thing of the city, like let's not lose our past, and I think they might be thinking some type of tourist attraction down here, to be honest with you. But a lot of entrepreneurs are trying to get in on the under economy, so they've been trying to civilize this place. But it'd been left alone for years before they started it, and all types of things seeped in. And so this area here, not the safest, but not from monsters, just from criminals, really. Cutthroat here and there, if you're not careful. You look, they're with like a band, like just 5 of them, and all of them are armed with daggers. We needed a shortcut, so we went through ourselves. But yeah, no, if y'all are trying to find your ways, I mean, as far as where they might go, they tend to go in that area. They might know passages where the monsters don't tread, but it's pretty nasty what lives down here, away from the points. There are torches down here, torches and the lines of civilization.
And do you know how to get to the Narwhal from here?
Oh yeah, kind of points in the north. just keep kind of going that direction and pass by a few more houses. So I'm not looking too good. Just keep your wits, look intimidating. Don't want to bother you. And then, well, you'll see where there's no more torches.
Do they seem like they're being honest about the directions?
Insight check.
With disadvantage, that's an 18.
18. They're definitely being honest about where this walk is. This kind of section. You even think that you think it's their best guess, but they definitely know the type of people you were talking about. Like, you think they were lying about that, but you think they're telling the truth about it being the most likely spot.
And I will reach into my pouch and I'll take out 5 silver and I'll hand it to them. Thank you for your help.
Oh. Thank you for coming in really creepily from above.
Well, we didn't know of another way in. How did you get in?
The main entrance that says Underwalk.
Oh,
that direction. Big. It's real popular. It's fine. New year, I assume.
Right. Well, we'll leave by that way if that's the way you're supposed to.
Yeah, and I'd keep that one. Just shh, don't tell. Might get unwanted attention.
Right.
For your own safety and protection, of course.
Right. Right then. Thank you.
All right. Let's keep going, folks. And they kind of go the opposite direction. Though you feel like they've turned around to do that.
And I will start following the directions.
Anything else? Anybody else in the scene or anything else to do? No? Okay.
Yep.
All right. You start taking some time in the Underwork. Meantime, the sun fully sets into darkness. Busy down the alleyway. Here, verbally. Oh, Hunnistar.
Balin?
Yes. Congratulations on finding yourself again. Truly.
Well, I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Finding yourself. Do you remember that night at the tavern?
I do. I go over that every night. Did for a long time. Thinking, was it my fault? Should I have just laughed? Gone with, don't. Lay with the Fae. Or should I just have avoided as soon as I saw your con there?
I mean, the night before.
At the tavern, I remember.
I'd gone there a lot. And I remember when you were there. And you looked like you'd had an awful day. And who I was at the time, I was a creature who wanted people to smile. Almost, well, definitely to a point of fault. And I remember that your reaction was violence. And instead of accepting that I'd made a terrible mistake, I had this idea. That I would fly to your place and I would put honey on the doorknob or light a bag on fire. And instead, when I got there, there was a light on. And I will never forget flying to that window. And I saw your child. And at the moment, at that point, in that place, I thought, this is the perfect way inside. I'll come in and I'll paint something funny on the wall and be on my way. But you know that didn't happen. Instead, I sang a song. And my mind split. Because every time I would think back to that moment, I displaced myself from it. Because I knew what I'd done. And I knew that it was evil. That beyond the pain, a world would await. A canvas of dreams. No boundaries or gates. And your child loved that song. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it just be a real knee slapper if that angry man woke up. And his child was beyond the pain. I was not a good person. There have been these moments when I've wondered if any part of me is good. I'm telling you this, Balin, because you should know that if you want to kill evil, you first have to become the antithesis of evil. You have to become the hero. And the things I've learned about you, the way you threaten the vendors, the way you've gone after people that weren't responsible, they just looked like me. You have got to change. Because, Balin, I am offering you exactly what you want. A chance to have your vengeance, your revenge, but make no mistake, because to kill me, you confront that I am evil. And I have done something horrible. Because if you kill me, and if you do not change, there is an entire realm of Fae who are no longer burdened by the Shadowfell. And I wrote them a note on my way to see you. They will check in on you. And if you have not honored in changing your path, then whatever pain you have brought Fae will pale in comparison to the hundreds of years of agony that will await you. Hundreds of years. And you know what the worst part is, Balin? I remember where you live. I know where your child was buried. And I have friends with magic who can bring him back. And they will. For one purpose. So that you can watch as he falls every night for the rest of your life. Like I said, I am evil. Here is your chance to be good. It is a choice that you might find yourself wondering, Should I have made a different decision that day? And that will be much worse than worrying if you laughed. Kill me, Balin. Kill the villain of your story. Do it now.
And you say that. And from, actually, I guess, roll initiative.
I guess I should have done that online.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 12, so that's a 19.
I think it's 21 here. So, and do you have any other vision besides dark vision?
Not at the moment.
All right. Then an arrow flies out with a 23 to hit.
Okay. And I will use a silvery barbs.
You have to see your attacker.
Oh, I do have to see my attacker, so I will not use
Not see your attacker.
silvery barbs.
I do need a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 26.
A lot of damage wrapped up in this one. Ooh. Okay, so 26. Okay. Then all right, so I'm gonna have to piece this out to make sure. Okay, so first of all, from the arrow, it's in the first part of the arrow, it's 14, and then the arrow itself is lined with lead, but not lead, iron, and will deal, because you made your save, an additional 13. So that's for a total of 27. And then he gets his sneak attack for another 17.
Yeah, that hits.
44. Let's do more damage, is what I'm saying. 44. So that's a total of 48 damage from this first hit.
So that 48 minus the.
There's total 48 damage total that just hit. So no other damage that I said. I was saying the roll over. So a total of 48 is what this first attack did.
48. Okay.
Yeah. He now will take his second attack. And your sharpshooter. This one. 23 minus 5 for 18.
Hits.
So that's 18 damage. It's your turn.
All right, do I see him?
Nope.
So even though I was talking to him, I don't see him?
Correct. You just heard his voice.
Oh. All right, cast See Invisibility, I guess.
Okay. And what's the range?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
Just says I see invisible creatures as if they're visible and see into the ethereal plane.
Okay, so it would be within your normal. So what's your dark vision range then?
Nothing.
You don't even have dark vision. Okay. Interesting. I don't think you can see him. I'm trying to figure this out. So let me, because that's really weird. Let me double check. Is that a spell, See Invisibility?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double. That's actually really weird. It sounds like if you would normally be able to see something given the current light conditions, except that they're invisible, you can see. Right? And then therefore if...
Well, I mean, it says I can see into the ethereal plane as well, and I can't ordinarily see that.
Right. Okay, sorry, just looking up the rules on this. So if you otherwise could not see them, you can't see them with this spell. So invisible doesn't affect it. But since it's a dark alley and you don't have dark vision, you still cannot see. You can redo this because I don't want you to get hit because of just some weird rule thing that we've discovered. But according to this, it would be as if, so basically if there was a light source on them, you could potentially see them, but there is not.
Okay. And I have no idea. Well, I know which way the arrow came from, don't I?
You do. Mhm.
So was it level plane or was it from above?
It was level. You have an idea of where to possibly aim something, potentially.
All right. I'm just gonna go into that area. I'm just gonna like move toward wherever that is, and then I will cast and if he's immune to charm, then this isn't even going to matter. But if not, it's a wisdom save.
What do you cast?
I am casting karaoke.
Okay. So, yeah, currently he's immune to charm.
All right. So with that, I've got nothing.
Okay.
Charm-based character.
Then I guess you would hear them getting more distance away, sticking to shadows and darkness. So that's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
That's 37 for the first attack damage.
Down.
Okay. All right, and then that point fades.
Does every Fae feel a disturbance in the Force?
Okay. Now back to the crew moving through.
They said to follow the torches, right? Until there were no more torches.
Yeah. You find the place of darkness where there's no torches lit. And it just sprawls into, you can see supported columns. And the sole area you see here are houses, buildings, an economy built down here, an entire city that apparently once lived underground and is being reclaimed slowly. And here, very clearly, even before the torchlight fades from the last ones, the cleanliness is gone, and there's the typical smell of rot, things not yet cleaned up, and even echoey growls from further on.
And they said there might be a path or a place where there aren't monsters, where they can hide themselves. It's also possible that as we get closer to their lair of sorts, that they've set traps for us. Bim, how good are you at discovering traps?
I'm no Sayuri, but I'm happy to give it a go.
I didn't know if there was maybe like a fey thing that allowed you to do that, but
No, that's just skill over time.
Oh. Does anyone else have way of detecting traps?
Well, I could perhaps improve someone's ability to detect traps. And if you're going to lead this, he'll walk over. Mortis will walk over to Bim and put his trunk over your shoulder and give you Owl's Wisdom for perception checks. Actually, wisdom checks, but...
Okay. Yeah, so Bim will start leading down, watching for traps.
And I think, Mortis, you might have the advantage down here. You can see farther than any of us.
This is true.
I'll be relying on you. Maybe we listen for the sounds of beasts and go where they're not, and that might help guide us to where we might find this place of refuge they've could possibly be in.
I think the real question is, which way is that refuge? And more just to look down and this compass. Has it picked up on the gloves yet?
Okay, looking down here. So all of you rely on dark vision at this point down here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Look down. You look down and there's the compass is pointing. A direction, and then you kind of get your bearings before suddenly it just kind of loses the way that it's pointing. It's as if it can't track anymore.
As if we walked into a field of anti-magic?
No.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. At disadvantage. I'm real bad at these.
We're gonna get
13.
It's likely divination magic such as this can be prevented by thick enough materials. Depending. It's unlikely an item like this was destroyed, just because it's hard to destroy magical items. So that's usually the last thing you'd assume happened in any given circumstance. But maybe it was put in thick stone or metal or something like that.
Oh.
But you did get a general bearing before you lost it.
Okay. Well, point us in that direction. Rengar, if we need, I can give you some light.
Well,
But I don't want to give away our position before we...
and light might attract the attention of whatever creatures are down here. So perhaps we save it until we have to have it.
Oh, wait. I can't give you light because I unattuned to my thing that allowed me to cast a light cantrip.
He's like,
But I do have light. I do have light.
whoa.
If need
Above
be.
table, Mortis could share his 300 feet with Rengar.
This is true. And also Bim. It lasts for, well, I'm just
It's
worried
an
about
hour.
time. It's an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I may as well. I'm just worried about Matt saying you're relying on dark vision.
Here we go.
But yes, I will give you. I'll use my.
Oh, like Robogod might be a Gloomstalker or something?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll make
Exactly
this
what I'm
really
worried
watch
about.
this episode.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and use my. I don't even remember what it's called. What's it called? Where'd it go? Eyes of Night, and I'll give Bim and I can do 3 characters now.
Oh,
Who needs dark vision? Bim and Rengar, right?
right.
So I will share 300-foot dark vision with you guys.
There's a giant spider! Couldn't see it until now. But no, it was like, oh. Wow.
There are things that can evade it, but for now, it should give you a way to not stumble around quite so much.
it is much preferable to complete darkness. So thank you, Mortis. We ready?
Yes.
All right. We'll follow the last direction your compass pointed, I suppose.
It's the best direction we've got. Is Breaker still with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have dark vision, or he's just like the?
Oh, he's got dark vision. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll take that direction and listen for any beasts that might be prowling.
And Bim will be looking for any traps.
Okay.
I guess.
In the
Alright.
dark, we'd be disadvantaged anyway for perception.
Well, yeah, with dark vision, you're disadvantaged. Yeah, and if absolute dark, you just can't make the check.
Yeah.
So.
But does Ben get a straight roll now? With the owls or whatever it was?
Should.
Nice.
With Owl's wisdom.
Yeah, so give a perception check here.
$28.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bim, you point out as you see turning down the corner here, two floating what look like heads with a central eyeball and large teeth. Almost limp stalks with eyes on the end move about as they point towards your group. Breaker, in an instant, speaks some words, and a fire and earth elemental rise up beside him. Roll initiative.
So now the fire elemental's just and everything's we can see now.
It's lit now.
I forget. Is initiative considered a check?
Yep.
Yeah.
We all had disadvantage on it.
Well, I get a straight roll because of my prayer
Oh,
thing. But
Oh, wait.
All right. Corny and Jackie, if you're okay with it, I would love for you to control one of the earth and one of the fire elementals.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, who gets which? No, I'm joking.
I don't know. Whichever one. I don't matter. Guess I'll do the rock. Jackie, do you want to do the fire?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh.
Okay. Gar is good.
My 28 initiative dropped to 22. But I got to see the dragon again, so that was cool.
my brain went to last night, Bobby, and Garigneck.
I just broke them.
In that case, we're just going to have the fire elemental there. Because I include people. That's fine.
Okay, so
So you've got the fire then. You're
okay, so I gotta find the stats on that.
Good. You can look at it. Yeah. I rolled the initiative real quick. It's going to be 10.
Okay.
So that way you can see what you're going to do.
Okay.
But I'll also keep track of the HP for you.
Okay.
It's going to be super easy for me to do so.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. In that case,
Where do I find the fire elemental stat?
the easy way is you can extras, and I think you put like any or misc, and you can put fire elemental. Other than that, you can type fire elemental into D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I tried that, and it's not. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. It's not in monsters. I didn't. It's not pulling up in D&D Beyond for me.
Interesting. It pulled up for me.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know. Okay. I will figure it out. I've got time.
Okay. Bim, it's your turn.
Courtney, I dropped a link in Discord chat.
Thank
to the
you.
Fire Elemental.
Thank you.
You're not on the board because I broke the mini. But I'm getting it.
All right, that's cool. Thanks, Art Department. That just means I get to be wherever I want to be.
Oh, the full screening. Out of focus, right?
Yeah, so Bim is gonna pull his bow and take a shot at each of these things.
Okay.
I thought you said there were 2 eye stalks, not 2 monsters with eye stalks.
No, 2 monsters.
I misunderstood.
Listen to 12 misses.
Yep, that's gonna miss.
Jeez. 16?
16 will hit.
Awesome. What the hell? 4-6. Because apparently my low rolling thing is gonna continue from last night. It's like there were the 20s for you, now we're done. And that'll end my turn, sorry.
Alright. And Mortis.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna close to be, if it's possible, I'd like to get around them to stand behind one of them or against the wall between the blue one and the wall. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough movement for that.
Our
But
Tarman?
I'm gonna run up and hit it.
Okay.
Look, I had to go get Bam.
So I don't know if he has room, but he's got 45 of movement.
That'll work. Yep.
Oh, I skip behind the blue.
Cool. And I'll try to hit it. So, no disadvantage on attacks. That's something else.
That's 2.
That's a different exhaustion. Yeah, this is
Okay, that's what I
yeah,
thought.
one's just ability checks.
Okay. Well, that's probably not going to hit. That's 11.
Nope. Just it sticks in it, but it looks like whatever organ this thing supposedly has did not really do anything.
So I go for a leg sweep and totally whiff underneath of it because it
There's
doesn't
no
have
legs.
and pop back up and come around for a second swing with my quarterstaff, both
oops,
hands.
Right,
to try to-
wrong stance.
going for the back of the head. This time for an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's going to be 5 damage, stunning strike.
Nice. It's Khan.
Which save is it? I think it's con. Where'd it go?
Pretty sure it's a 17.
17. Okay, 15 was a save, so
Okay.
I will
That's
flurry of blows.
Got it.
Hey, Mortis, is your damage being reduced for some reason?
I don't think so.
You said 5, but I showed 10 on D&D Beyond.
Oh, I only read the dice. I didn't add my modifier. That's
Hmm.
why. So 10 damage, because
You have modifiers; they exist.
yes.
Thanks, Bobby.
Look, Bobby remembered how to play the game.
I finally learned how to play D&D.
No, that's only accurate on other people's characters.
Oh, is that it?
Thanks for teaching me how to play my character, Bobby. I wanted to play you. So unarmed strike. That's pretty bad. That's a 13 to hit.
That's going to miss.
Okay, and
Second
second.
sort of flies to the left.
Okay, and I'll re-aim my fist for the second blow. That'll hit. That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And I will try to stunning strike it again.
Okay, so that's 6 damage. And a con save. That's an 11.
Okay, so that will fail. So it's stunned.
Okay, so with the stun, it's kind of just it hits the ground. It cannot move.
And then I probably used up all my movement getting there, so I guess I'll stay where I am. So yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Rowan.
Alrighty. Rowan is going to pull out his longbow, ready his magical arrow, and take a shot at the stunned one
You got it.
for a 28 to hit.
28 hits. That is with advantage because of stunned.
Oh,
So you can check for crit.
no crit. For 13 piercing damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna use the arrow's ability, and so from the arrow you'll see like coalesce from its shadow like a second arrow, and it's gonna. Is this also with advantage since it's done?
Yep.
Nat 20
There we go.
for an additional. It was 13, so would it be 26?
Probably 23. I don't know what your modifier. What's your modifier?
Oh, a +5.
So then 21.
Yeah, only the dice are double.
And
You're
what
right.
damage?
So it would have been 21.
Mhm.
And that'll do it for Rowan.
All right. Then fire elemental.
Oh, yes, that's me. Um, she's going to go, or it's going to go to the green one and get into its personal space. It's gonna
Okay.
get right up on top of it.
Occupying the space.
Occupying the space. So it takes. It says it takes 5 1d10.
Yeah,
fire
so roll
damage.
a
Okay, so-
d10.
Okay. I was just making sure that's what you want me to do. There it is. Okay, so that's 7 fire damage.
Nice.
And then it's going to make 2 touch attacks. It's going to try and pop it in the eye.
Nice.
And that's +6 to hit. So that's bad. 9. And then it's
I
gonna
will
try-
miss.
Yeah. It's going to try to just grab it on the stock for a +6, 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then 2d6 plus 3. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more fire damage, and it is on fire.
Okay. It's burning now.
And that's all it's got.
This one is stunned. It cannot do a thing. And in front of it. Okay. One of the eye rays finally just kind of erects to life and fires the sickly green beam directly at the fire elemental. I need a con save.
Is it poison?
Nope.
Nope, okay. And also it takes more fire damage on the start of its turn.
Yep.
So let me roll that real quick. So that's 3 fire
Nice.
damage. And con save 22.
22. Okay. Then it takes half of the damage for 22 necrotic.
Alright. And you said you're taking care of that?
Yep. I've
Okay.
noted it. You've got 80 out of 102. And that goes to Rengar.
All right. Real quick, did you say the fire elemental and the green one are occupying the same space completely?
Yes.
Okay. Can I hit the green one without hitting the fire elemental if they're both in the same place?
Yeah.
Oh, what about with the breath weapon attack?
It's
No.
not water, is it?
Okay.
I mean, breath, an area of effect is going to hit both because they're in the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
A targeted effect targets. So
Okay.
it would not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run
I
up.
mean, it's a fire elemental. It's probably immune to fire.
I mean, mine's cold breath.
Which
It's gonna be
is-
real bad.
I mean it's susceptible. It doesn't say it's susceptible to cold. It's just susceptible to water. So I don't know how that would work.
It doesn't have a weakness to cold damage.
But I don't want. Yeah. So I will run up to the stun one on the ground and just like try to punt it while it's on the ground. And I have advantage because it's stunned. And that's gonna be a straight. That's a 25 to hit. And it's going to be D6 plus 3. That's 9 bludgeoning damage. And I want to see if I can keep this one stunned on the ground.
Okay. So you hit the one on the ground, 9 bludgeoning, and you're doing stunning strike?
Right. DC for mine, I think, is 15. I'm going to double check.
Okay. It's going to be a 16 con check. Con save.
Ooh! Yeah. All right. Where did my stunning strike go? Oh! Yeah, it's DC 16, so it just made it.
Hmm.
And I'm going to move. I can't really see. Is there space in between the stunned one and the green one?
Yes.
Yes.
I will move myself to there. And then while it's stunned on the ground, I will use my ice breath just right into it, through it into the wall. And I don't know if it auto fails dex saves while it's stunned, but it's a DC 13 dex save.
Okay. Yeah, it would automatically fail that. Yep.
Okay, so it takes 9 cold damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to Flurry of Blows. Hit it again while it's stunned. That's 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So it's going to take another 3. That's 7 bludgeoning. And we're going to try to stun it one more time.
Okay. 21.
God damn. All right. And then my last one, I'm going to turn and hit the green one.
Okay.
Is it possible to flank with a fire? Oh, they're in the same space, so I don't know if you can flank with.
Right, you can't flank because it's not
Okay.
opposing spaces.
All right, so this is just a straight roll. Oh, that's good. That's a 23.
That'll hit.
And it's going to take... that's just 4 points of bludgeoning, but I don't like those eye stalks. I'm going to do one more stunning strike.
17.
God! All right. That was my turn.
All right. Urvir.
This is something you haven't seen Ervir really do in a long while, especially fighting with a hood trying to cover his appearance, and he'll kind of put his shield on his back and actually pull start going in with a bow with a quarterstaff, and come with 30 foot of movement, come up and, if possible, flank with Rengar on the green one. If not, just come up to the right side, or my right side of it, so they're closer to the camera side. I guess stage left.
I'm just trying to give you guys a different angle.
Okay, yeah, so there's no way to flank. That's fine.
Yeah, no. Well, technically they are right here. They're in the same spot. So yeah, actually. Looks like there's a big hub.
And that is +7, so 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it's 3. So that's 10 bludgeoning and 6 radiant. You'll just see kind of
Which one was this again? I'm sorry.
Green one.
Green one? Okay, perfect.
Ervid kind of doing a flurry with the bow staff and just dropping it right over top of overhead of the. These are what, mini beholders? I don't know what to refer to them.
Beholders.
So for a total of 16 damage, 6 of which is radiant.
Okay.
And
Very
I
good.
think that'll end my turn.
Right. Burning and Bim.
Awesome. There's somebody directly in front of the blue one, right?
No, Ranger's on the side of it.
Perfect. And it is 30 feet or less away from me, correct?
Mhm.
Perfect. So Rowan would hear in Sylvan as Bim grabs a rock from his pocket and begins to crush it. He says to the blue beholder, which can't hear him, it doesn't really matter, but he says, you stand between me and my lady, and that is a mistake. And as he crushes it, you see the rock sort of go around and encase his antlers, and his ears go back, and he charges at it. Using this new spell I got called Rumbling Charge.
Are we sure Bim's not the captain of war for the Dream Court?
My lady is in danger. Like, Fate can go very dark sometimes. So it needs to make a DC 15 strength save.
Okay. And this is the stunned one, right?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
The blue one is the stunned one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I got myself
Yeah,
confused.
fail.
That's nice. 31 points of damage. Because I rolled 2 11s on a d12.
Yeah.
And
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, I think Bim goes through the center eye.
Yeah, you just dive into the eye and burst out the back of it. It's like a elongated, like you go in head first through the eye, but your whole body comes out the back as it falls to the ground.
Mortis is splattered with
Yeah, it's more like
powder too.
and then you do the rabbit shake.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Mortis.
Yeah, I will turn to the green one, and if I can, I don't know if I think Uravir's flanking with Rengar right now, so I don't think there's a place I can flank. So I'll just come up to the side of it and make my attacks. So coming overhead with 2 hands on his quarterstaff. That's a 28 to hit, plus whatever the modifier is, for 6 damage. And then he's going to take a swipe at the eye stalks with the second attack. For a natural 20.
Nice.
You didn't need advantage.
For 13 points of damage. And then he'll finish it off with an unarmed strike, not flurry of blows, just a regular unarmed strike. I did not need advantage because it's another 18 for 26 to hit.
No.
But only 5 damage.
Nice. All right, then Rowan.
Rowan is gonna turn to the green eye stalked monster, and he's going to this time start waving his hands all fancy like, and they're gonna glow, and he's gonna send out 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
For a that's gonna miss, I believe, a 10 for the first one.
Yeah, that misses.
And then that was almost an 18. That was a 12 for the second one.
That'll miss as well.
Should stick to the bow and arrow. And that'll do it for him.
All right. And then Fire Elemental.
Well, it put its body in, so he's going to pull his body out. Then he's going to put his body back in, and he's going to shake it all about.
Yeah.
He's going to take another D10 fire damage just from that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. 1. Okay, that's fine. But then it's going to do the hokey pokey and try his pull his eye stalks off. So, 2 touch attacks, multi-attack, 2 touch attacks.
Yeah.
So another 22 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Nice.
Both of them hit?
Yep.
All right, so 2d6. That's 3, 6, 9, 15 fire damage.
Okay, how do you want to kill it?
Yeah, he just burns. He has a hold of the eye stalks, and it just burns the eye stalks right off, and his hands keep going down lower and lower till it burns into its brain.
All right. With that, seems as though everything is calm again.
Let's hope we don't run into too many more of those.
There's a lot of those, a voice from the shadows calls.
Who's there?
Not important. Why are you here?
We're looking for someone.
Everyone's looking for someone. Be specific.
I don't think I will until you show yourself. I like to see who I'm dealing with.
Have fun. If you walk into the Hydra, then.
We look for Rumblecard and his Sackman or whatever. Who are you? Can you help or not?
You want the hunter?
We want his prey.
Interesting. There's a pause. Then will you bargain and make a deal?
Depends on what we stand to gain.
His prey.
You can guarantee this.
Can tell you where it is.
And what do you require in return?
That you don't kill him.
Ervir would look over at Bim directly, trying to catch his eyes, trying to make eye contact and kind of speak up. What do you have to gain from sparing this excuse of a man?
Say business. But I care not for what he is doing with all of you. But I can't allow him to perish.
I can only make the promise for myself that he is not mine to kill.
Fair enough. Then I will require it from all of you. And should his victims, well, yeah. His victims will do what his victims are going to do to him. That's fair enough, I guess.
Ervir would kind of just like look at everybody, like, tell me this guy's with the League as well.
Say that I'm with no league. I despise them.
Then perhaps we have a lot more in common.
Maybe.
Let's see the rest of you.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure. I'll only give you if anybody would like to try to make a perception check, because he's hiding in the darkness.
Disadvantage! Except for Bim.
Yeah, Bim definitely would look for him.
Yeah, perception for sure. And definitely insight as well. Okay, I don't see him, so my perception is purely based on the sound of his voice. Or my insight.
Yeah. What did Bim get?
23.
23. You can't make him out.
Wow. My insight is 13.
Okay. It is a very even tone, though it rings Part of you wonders what he really has to gain by lying. It's hard to really make out his inclinations.
The promise I can make you today is that I will only kill him in self-defense for today.
Today makes sense. I
That gives him a
suppose.
chance.
Right. That would mean if he goes to flee, you wouldn't pursue him.
Correct. For today.
For today, I understand. That's fair enough for me, actually. Well, I see you on board.
Rengar, I think it would be most satisfying if Honeystar Sayuri kill him anyway.
That's for them to decide.
You say you're not with the League.
No.
Then the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
That sounds like a sensible person.
However, he is the friend of our enemy. So what does that make him?
No friend. The farmer is not friend with the pig nor the cow.
I see. He is of use to you in some way.
Yes.
Rowan.
I suppose I can promise that I won't kill him today.
Bim will grin at Rowan when he says that. Like, yeah. Spoken
Yeah.
like a fae.
Now, I might add, say today. Let's not get technical, shall we? Go this venture. Meaning once you get your, I assume, friend, and are safe and have a nice little rest away, our deal is concluded.
Yes, we'll make sure you have time to get him out. As you said, we will probably be concerned with the well-being of our friend at the time.
I don't need the strike of midnight happening and you going, we'd have issues.
24 hours.
So. Very good. Then. Easiest way where she is held. If you want to avoid the guards that he has, to want to go down and head south, you'll come to a large carved out area. About 10 feet in, find an underwater tunnel. You take that tunnel, gonna have to hold your breath. But it'll come up pretty close to where she is. And you avoid the Hadra. Be quiet, that's where she sleeps.
She sleeps on this side of the underwater tunnel or the other side?
This side. In that large carved out den of hers. 10 feet in, you should be fine. You're not too clumsy. She can make herself real tiny. She can pursue you through that tunnel, so be silent.
I think we have a spell for that.
Good. All the better. I can offer you time to stay if you need a rest. But that's up to you if time is too much of the essence for you.
Is there a better way out?
From there, unless you want to fight through the guards, you have to come back through that tunnel on your way out. Where you came in is the easiest way to get out of the Underwalk here. Underwalk? You could go through the main, but he's paid off quite the informants.
So, Rengar will look to the rest of the group. I know time is not on our side, but do we allow ourselves a moment to rest, to recover, to attack with more force?
The longer we wait, the more he could be doing to her. I mean, if you need it, okay, but I'd rather not wait.
We don't know the condition of Sahiri or Honeystar.
Rowan, Mortis.
I think we go.
I agree.
Agreed. We go now.
Nod. You don't hear them nod, I guess. He just says, you see him nod, rather. He goes, all right. Well, you know the way to go. And shall hope for your success with clasped hands.
I will flick him. Well, I'll flick a gold in his. Actually, I'll flick a platinum in his direction.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Comes to the floor. Fades off.
And we follow the directions.
Bim will cast Pass Without a Trace before we move.
And following the directions, you come upon 3 individuals. Their throats slit. As you look at them, you see they have iron knuckles. Some have iron dust on them. Different charms. And each around their necks. What you can tell, especially you, Mortis, would have been added post-mortem is a leather strap tied into a bow.
I'll make the weirdest friend.
And as you find yourselves in this large cavern that was described to you, make the group stealth check.
All right, guys, get your best dice out.
And that's with disadvantage.
If you guys have inspiration, use it. If you
There's
need an
several
inspiration,
inspirations in chat.
if you
and
need
your
one,
question.
if you need one, I will give you one. I will give you mine.
I think there's 3 in chat. I'd like to pick one up, if possible, if you'll allow me, Matt.
Yeah.
Just to make it into a straight roll.
Anybody need one?
I could use one.
You get a plus 10.
No
if
mercy
there
on
were
this. They
three,
offered a long rest.
there were 3. Who picked up the 3 inspirations? Okay.
Been picked up.
So Rowan and Revere have.
Okay.
And I've already rolled, so.
All right. So let's go through.
Okay.
Bim, what'd you get?
With my plus 10, 20.
20. All right. Then Rengar.
I got a 27.
Then Rowan.
With my plus 10, I got a 20.
Nice. And then Revere.
27 with the plus 10.
Nice. Mortis.
24.
Nice. Okay. Then go 10 feet and you push yourself under the water, and you can just see 3 submerged heads. One looking around, their eyes just not picking any of you up. A large reptilian creature. A few bodies strewn about it. As you dive through the tunnel. Now tell me, who has a? Does anyone have a +0 for con modifier? Nope. Anybody with a +1? Okay, we got 2. No, 2 with a +1. All right, then this is important. So I need a series. We'll do these as group athletics checks, as all of you are happening. So in order for the +1s to not drown, we would need 3 successes before 3 fails.
The Necklace of Adaptations, does that allow us to breathe in underwater?
I believe it does.
Yes,
if you
it
have that
does.
attuned. And
I'm not attuned to it currently.
is it an attunement item? I thought it was. Am I wrong?
It's an attunement.
It
item.
It is, yeah.
I also have a ring of swimming, so I can help speed them along.
Then you would with the ring of swimming, I'm going to give everyone advantage on these. Then so straight.
Yeah,
Or-
so straight rolls.
Because I'll say with that, like Mortis is able to prevent.
The GM gives and then he takes it away.
So I see Bim with a 19. And
What are we
then
rolling?
Athletics.
Oh,
Natural 20. Thank you, Bobby.
dirty 20.
Okay, Rowan.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Revere.
11.
Okay. And then Mortis.
Natural 20 for 21 total.
21. Okay, very cool. Oh, very good. That is a pass. All right, DC raises, and we go to the next one. Give me another round of athletics checks.
Oh man.
All right, let's start with Bim.
23.
23. Rengar.
22.
Nice. Rowan.
16.
Good. Revere.
17.
Nice. Then Mortis.
Only a 12 this time.
Looks like you're going to be all right. Yeah, almost exact same average. So you push through once more, and your pushing lungs are beginning to burn a little bit. Give me another round of athletics checks.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, we'll start with Bim.
17.
Rengar.
14.
14. Rowan.
12.
12.
Oh, the third one's rough.
Orvir.
Nat 20 for 22.
Ooh.
Okay. And then Mortis.
6.
That's considerably lower.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be a failed check
Oof.
as the DC goes up.
Oh.
Let's do another round of athletics checks.
Oh, man.
Of course, you can be fighting a Hydra.
Are there any like air pockets at the top where I can
No.
use my snout as a snorkel? Okay.
All right, Bim.
I was only a 13 this time.
13. Rengar.
I got a 14 again.
Oof. Rowan.
I got an 18.
Okay. Revere.
11.
Artist.
My rolls can only keep getting worse for so long. That's a 5.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 2 successes and 2 fails. Let's see about the drowning.
All right, who's doing the 4 gesture kiss?
Oh, man.
All right, let's do athletics checks. Okay, Bim.
21.
21. Siri. I'm sorry, blah, Rengar.
18 plus 4, 22.
Ooh.
Harry got real confused there for a second.
I really did.
Okay, Rowan.
16.
Revere.
7.
Ooh. And Mortis.
It's not my fault this time, guys. 12.
Okay. That barely makes this one.
Oh,
You, I mean, it is rough as you pierce through the waters. And you find yourself in what seems to be cracks made from maybe seismic activity. Hasn't been carved or dug. It's just here. It's like a 3-foot wide tunnel ahead. That is just enough for creatures your size to squeeze through very tightly.
suck it in, Mortis.
And you're able to push through into a room with a series of cells, all empty save one, with your queen and friend Sayuri, punctured by iron and held naked save a cloth dress over her, and we're in there for tonight.
Do I need to do death saves, or we're just not doing that?
No, that is, I have stuff for your person later, so there was not death saves in this white thing. So go over. I would say that I have stuff for Sayuri for next session ready, especially after they get out of this. You and I can also talk if we'd like to work on
You
something
went dizzy.
between.
So
So not
lost.
Sayuri. I meant Honey Star when I said Sayuri. I have stuff planned for Honey Star next session. If you want to talk in the week with me and work something out,
Sure.
we can have a conversation as well, in
That'll
addition to
work.
whatever's in my head. is what I'm trying to say. So we can have both, basically, and we can work on it. So, yeah.
Just so we're all on the same page, Sayuri was found in the cell, correct?
Yeah, did I screw that up?
No, you did say Sayuri was in the cell, pierced, and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
That's correct?
Yes.
That is correct. Okay.
Because I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page about who was in the cell.
Yes, Aries in the cell. I said queen because Bim views her as his queen.
Oh, I know. But when you said Sayuri later, I was like, who did you?
Oh, when I screwed up, did I screw up there? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. All of you watching, thanks so much, and we will come by next week and see what's going on. See you then.
Good night.
Good night, guys.